Welcome back to me second hour, me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323 Heave Ho.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho. We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. Hi. Well, it appears that we have survived, and the bunker doors are open once again. We can't go into complications that we're involved are, but they're open again. And I must say, I was a tad bit disappointed. And you may say, what would I be disappointed about? Well, I'd be disappointed that, how shall I put it? When one is expecting the apocalypse, and you're having the post-apocalyptic eclipse show, part 2, there are 2 parts. One expects to have a bit more apocalyptic things happen than just a cloudy sky. Aye, that were part of the problem. One expected some mayhem, some civil disobedience, some general panic and destructions around with different things. I think about the most we've had to deal with is hearing about people having traffic jams when the areas of totality, and with totality comes towing, and where certain vehicles broke down for whatever reason they may have had, and so they had to involve tow trucks in the spots of totality, and that created frustrations. Frustrations, you may ask? What kind of frustration, you may ask? Well, I be saying, anytime you having to deal with a tow truck, there becomes frustrations, and in that almost feels apocalyptic unto itself. And so, I think we can turn to one of the great, great songs of olden days, Krypton's. And this is what I be expecting, and wasn't entirely disappointed in seeing in the news reports. Krypton's Let's Blow Up the Tow Truck. Aye. Welcome back, me mateys, for the second half of our pre-post-apocalyptic eclipse show in 2 parts. We survived. Well, most of us survived. And beyond that, I do believe poor old Babushka is so disappointed. I don't even dare tell her that her spider eggs, the spider eggs that she had all stored up and ready, it was just nothing more than plain old-fashioned caviar. I mean, she's expecting spider eggs on toast. No, it's gonna be just caviar. What the problems this world is coming to. So I can see why we should end a tow truck or 2. At the very least. One expects an apocalypse. Hey, expect some proper apocalyptic. I just don't understand.
Hey, that's my car. Put it down. I said put it down. All right, you asked for it. Ha 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 ha. Ever since I moved to the cities, I've always had bad luck. But that stupid machine that's really mean, the one called the tow truck. No matter where I park, they come out from the dark. They take it away and then make me pay so much dough it makes me bark. Every time it snows, I know where my car goes. on my head and they want me dead, but for now I am free. But my neighbors love me here, and they always cheer, cause I've rid this town of all tow trucks around a neighbor of the year. The tickets made a swell, so you should know well. If I see one, look at that blasted hook, I'll send your truck to cause I wiped them all out. So you should have no doubt, if you come any day I'll blow you away and you can hear a shout. Let's blow up the tow truck. Ha 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 ha. Let's blow up the tow truck. Ha 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 ha. Blow up the tow truck. Ready, aim, fire.
Another one. Good job, Krypton.
Yes? Hello, can we have your liver?
My what?
Your liver. It's a large glandular organ in your abdomen. You know, it's reddish brown. It's sort of,
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm using it.
Come on, sir. Don't muck us about. Hello? What's this then?
I'll leave it on his card.
Need we say more?
No, listen, I can't give it you now. It's just in the event of death.
No one who's ever had their liver taken out by us has survived.
Just lie there, so it won't take a minute.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's donated his liver, madam.
Is this because he took out one of those silly cards?
That's right, madam.
Typical of him. He goes down to the public library, sees a few signs up, comes home all full of good intentions. He gives blood, he does cold research, all that sort of thing. What do you do with them all anyway?
They all go to saving lives, madam.
That's what he used to say. It's all for the good of the country, he used to say. Do you think it's all for the good of the country? Do you think it's all for the good of the country?
Well, I wouldn't know about that, madam. We're just doing our jobs, you know.
You're not doctors, then.
Oh, blimey now.
Mum, Dave, I'm off out there. I'll see you about 7.
Right there, son. Look after yourself. Fancy a cup of tea?
Oh, well, that'd be very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. I thought she'd never ask. Right. You do realise he has to be, well, dead by the terms of the card before he donates his liver.
Well, I told him that, but he never listens to me. Silly man.
Only I was wondering, well, you know, what you was thinking of doing after that. I mean, would you stay on your own? Or is there, well, someone else sort of on the horizon?
I'm too old for that sort of thing. I'm past my prime.
Not at all. Very attractive woman.
Well, I'm certainly not thinking of getting hitched up again.
Sure.
Sure.
Can we have your liver then?
No, I don't want to die.
Oh, come on. It's perfectly natural. Only take a couple of minutes.
Oh, I'd be scared.
All right. I'll tell you what. Listen to this.
Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough, and people are stupid, obnoxious or daft, and you feel that you've had quite enough, just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. In an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour, a of the galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. And our galaxy is only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe. Keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, at the speed of light, you know, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.
Makes you feel so sort of insignificant, doesn't it?
Yeah. Can we have your liver then?
Yeah, all right, you talked me into it.
There be Monty Python's live organ transplants and galaxy song. Helps keep things in perspective. One of the great things about an eclipse is it shows you how small he are. Where what seems the simplest thing, just being out in the sunlight on a nice sunny day, and suddenly it all goes black and dark, and you had no control over it whatsoever. It makes you feel so small and insignificant. And the only thing you can do is just try to be prepared for what be coming your way, be it good or be it bad. But you must be prepared. And Tom Lehrer, the king of being prepared, he tells us just that. He says, be prepared for whatever may be coming your way. So make sure you have your spider eggs and your root beer stocked up well, and plenty of black licorice. That we had lots of root beer and black licorice for those trying times that come ahead. And if things don't work out well, at least you can drown your sorrows in root beer. They don't make apocalypses the way they used to, but at least we're prepared for that very contingency. Lots of root beer to drown our sorrows in. Maybe the next apocalypse will be more on chart. This one seemed to have gotten way off course.
You know, of all the songs I've ever sung, that is the one I've had the most requests not to. I have time for one more here. This one is a little song dedicated to the Boy Scouts of America. We seem to have a convention here tonight. The Boy Scouts of America, those noble little bastions of democracy. And the American Legion of Tomorrow. Their motto is, I would like to state at this time that I am not now and have never been a member of the Boy Scouts of America. Their motto is, as you know, be prepared, and that is the name of the song. Be prepared, that's the Boy Scouts marching song, be prepared. As through life you march along, be prepared to hold your liquor pretty well. Don't ride write naughty words on walls if you can't spell. Be prepared to hide that pack of cigarettes. Don't make book if you cannot cover bets. Keep those reefers hidden where you're sure that they will not be found, and be careful not to smoke them when the scoutmaster's around, for he only will insist that they be shared. Be prepared. Be prepared. That's the Boy Scout's solemn creed. Be prepared. And be clean in word and deed. Don't solicit for your sister, that's not nice, unless you get a good percentage of her price. Be prepared. And be careful not to do your good deeds when there's no one watching you. If you're looking for adventure of a new and different kind, and you come across a Girl Scout who is similarly inclined, don't be nervous, don't be flustered, don't be scared. Be prepared.
Daddy, what's a frontal lobotomy?
Well, son, you know how the pressures of life can cause people to do crazy things. And if a person does too many crazy things, then that person is crazy. Sometimes you can keep yourself from going crazy by doing things to relieve tension, like drinking or having sex. But if craziness goes too far, sometimes the only thing left to do is to cut out that part of your brain that makes you crazy. That kind of brain surgery is called a frontal lobotomy. Maybe this song will help you understand what I mean.
Jimmy and I are brothers. We went down different paths. Jimmy always listened to my mother, and me, I never liked to take a bath. As we grew and tumbled through adulthood, the pressure caused emotional drain. And now I'm slowly dying in the bottle, and Jimmy has to live with half a brain. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. Jimmy let his troubles drive him crazy. He never tried to drown it in a drink. I know that drinking makes my thinking hazy, but at least I still have brains enough to think. Jimmy's got a brain that isn't stable. He doesn't have the sense to say his name. I'm sorry that his doctor was unable to remove the proper portion of his brain. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. Funny how the world works. People can be real jerks. Some prefer the tension over booze. Either way it ends the same. Hard to beat the living game. Might as well enjoy it while you lose. When I need a drink I start to shiver, and Jimmy always viewed it with concern. But I'd rather have cirrhosis of the liver than an intellect that's second to a fern. I wonder if old Jimmy's gonna hear it when I tell him that his logic wasn't sound. They'll dose him up on lots of evil spirits when they take him to the psychiatric grounds. Yes, me, I've got a bottle in front of me, and Jimmy has a frontal lobotomy. Just different ways to kill the pain the same. But I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than have to have a frontal lobotomy. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane. I might be drunk, but at least I'm not insane.
There be Randy Haslick with I'd rather have a bottle in front of me. than a frontal lobotomy. Well, if you were looking for a proper apocalypse, you just didn't see it. I mean, where were the fires, the explosions, the cannibalism, the psychosis, the mushroom clouds, the portals open from dimensions and demons stepping through, or people falling through in solid rock and into the abyss? I mean, where was the proper apocalypse? We had all the signs were there. I mean, we had comets and cupids and the comets and hail, and we had earthquakes where earthquakes don't be, and we had all this. Everything was there for an amazing, truly amazing apocalypse. And what do we get? A tourist attraction. I don't know what's wrong with this world. As I say, maybe next time we'll drown our sorrows in root beer and regather. But I be telling ye, Babushka's starting to put a good face on things. She's realizing, with the world not coming to an end, that I guess there's more things to pillage and plunder out there. And so we'll be cutting the commercial momentarily, and when we return, it shall be the final 40. We'll return in the last 40 minutes of the show over to ye, the listener. I just hope you're not as downtrodden as some of the crew here be. Maybe next time. Chin up. It'll step up her lip, as they say over in across the seas, or the pond, as they say it.
If you were one of the millions of moviegoers who were electrified by the unbearable suspense and sheer terror of Jaws, get ready for Eaten Alive.
You go back!
Mel Ferrer, Carolyn Jones, Stuart Whitman, Neville Brand. Created by Toby Hooper, maker of the screen sensation The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Marty Rustin presents a new horror classic, Eaten Alive. Into this house of terror comes a handful of unsuspecting innocents.
Hello?
What happens to these people in Eaten Alive will give you the most chilling, terrifying 90 minutes you ever spent in a theater. Eaten Alive, a VIP picture, rated R.
I am Prime, Defender of Earth, leader of the...
Prime! The rest of the guys are in the back!
What?
Hey, Prime! Back here!
Exactly what is this place? Is the Resistance headquartered here?
He said Resistance, like Resistor.
Let's here be heroes.
Did someone say hero?
Hero.
Hey, Prime. I'm Jared, and this is Heroes Comic Shop. We're in Elmira Heights. It's 130 West 14th Street, to be exact. And as you can see, we have a lot of books. We have a lot of books for any taste. You know, if they make it into a comic, we carry it. So take your time. Look around, pick up whatever looks interesting.
Yeah, it's the world's best place to be.
Yeah, the little guy's right, Prime. And it's a good place to rest your spark. That may be, but as long as the Earth needs to be defended, we must roll out.
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Do I see Archie Comics?
Hey, Scoop, do you know what's happening on 420?
I know what's happening on 420.
No, not that. It's the record store day at the Squatch Den.
Hey, Vato, what did you say?
He said record store day at the Squatch Den on April 20th.
Wow, fun, man. Hey, is that dog talking or these monkeys really kicking in?
Yeah. That's Scoob, and he's like my best friend, and he sings too.
Dooby-dooby-doo, oh dooby-doo.
I told you, he loves music, and that's why we're gonna be there for Record Store Day.
Well, the mall opens at 7 a.m.
And like the Squatch Den opens at 8 a.m.
Yeah? Like what they gonna have, man?
Dude, man, they're gonna have like over 100 plus exclusive indie titles, man, available that day. Ooh. I mean, they're gonna have like Noah Kahan and like Pearl Jam and like the Offspring, man, and like the Beatles, and I mean, wow.
Hey, Scoob, he really knows the score. Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, do you know that pizza pies with all the fixings also look like records, man?
Oh, wow, Scoob, like he's right on. We should all get like a peanut butter, pepperoni, and licorice pizza and listen to some music.
Far out, man.
Right.
All right, man. Pizza.
Record store day at the Squatch Den on like 420.
Oh, wow, man. Is that like a record store, man?
Oh, man. Well, here it be, we're in a pile of horty, where we turn it all over to ye, where you have either be calling, texting, or mailing of he, the snail of mail, or any one of many different ways to get hold through the Book of Pace, the Captain's Quarters, show podcast right here on the Book of Pace. There's so many ways to get in your requests. So if you ever sit here and me saying, I just don't know how to be doing it, Captain, it can only be that you've had the frontal lobotomy and you opted not for the bottle in front of ye. Well, if he this, you just be a dialing on the old telephonies there. 323 heave ho. Aye, be right. 323 heave ho. And for those kids or the kiddies that not be understanding that the letters and numbers are interchangeable, what you do, you type in 1 323, then a 4, a 3, a 2, an 8, a 3, 4, and a 6. That be 323 432 8346, and call and leave a message or be texting. That way we get your requests and we get them right out here, and we get to see what the underbelly of the world be, or at least the inner workings of your mind, and then you become part of his story. Now with that, let's go straight to the phone lines.
Hello, I would like to request mooning in honor of the eclipse.
There's nothing like being in love and staring at a big old moon.
Hell, when I was in high school, a drive-by shooting meant somebody had their rear end hanging out a car window. Got a few mooners in the crowd. Were you good? I was all-state my senior year. Wasn't mooning a great sport? Nobody ever got hurt. You didn't have to be in shape to play. Now, the fatter you were, the more you brought to the window.
Big old moon, I see you shining. To my surprise, you're smiling bright in the afternoon. Now I know where you've been hiding. There's nothing like being in love and staring at a big old moon.
We used to play this game called Seek and Destroy. What we do, we get my dad's Chrysler with the electric windows. My two best friends, Bomber 1 and Bomber 2, would be in the back seat with their pants to their ankles.
Big old moon, I see you shining. To my surprise, you're smiling bright in the afternoon. Now I know where you've been hiding. There's nothing like being in love and staring at a big old moon.
Bomber 1 to Mother Hen. Come in, Mother Hen. Yeah, this is Mother Hen. Go ahead, Bomber 1. Yes, request permission to fire on a 77 Ford Galaxy in the left-hand lane. Okay, permission granted, Bomber 1. Lowering left rear bomb hatch now. Lock, load, fire when ready.
Big old moon, I see you shining. To my surprise, you're smiling bright in the afternoon. Where you've been hiding. There's nothing like being in love and staring at a big old moon.
Oh, perfect hit. They're in the ditch. They're in the ditch. Granny is out of the car and clutching her chest. Return to home base.
When I was a kid in my hometown, people would come from miles around,
just to get a job at the pharmaceutical factory. Making strong medicines of all descriptions. Now every time I get a new prescription, it brings a dose of old memories back to me. Now Daddy was assigned birth control pills, breathing that air that was hormone filled. And Mama made bodybuilding steroids all day long. And when Sundays came, they sang in the choir, and even the angels had to admire. Make the hair stand up on the back of your neck when they sang a song.
Mama sang bass.
Daddy sang tenor.
You wouldn't think she had it in her, but her voice got deeper and deeper every week.
Daddy sang tenor.
Mama sang bass.
She had strength and he had grace. It's kind of like they traded places, so to speak. Well, the preacher said, folks, I recognize your talents, but you see this choir's out of balance, and the bass sounds better when it's coming from the other side. Well, Mama's patience never was the greatest, and Daddy wouldn't think of sitting with the ladies, so the only thing to do was give their hormones a ride. Now the factory was working on this DNA that programs molecules in such a way that anything wrong can sometimes be reversed. So they made up a shot, put it in their veins, waited all week till Sunday came to see if that injection was a blessing or a curse. The media coverage was so intense, made the OJ trial seem like a non-event. The church was filled up to the brim just to hear that opening hymn. Then
Mama sang bass.
Daddy sang tenor.
She got stronger, he got thinner. That's what you get for trying too hard to please.
Daddy sang tenor.
Mama sang bass.
He makes dinner while she shaves her face. Now what else do you want to know about the birds and the bees?
You know, I got a powerful urge to scratch and spit. I love to watch baseball.
Baseball? Well, Mama, you used to love to knit. What happened to that?
Knit, let's go to the wrestling matches.
Wrestling?
Let's arm wrestle.
Oh, no.
Hey, you ain't got any red man on you, do you?
Red man?
I know. Let's go cow tipping.
Cow tipping? Listen, Ma, you've just about wore old Bossy out now.
Quiet, you might wake her up. Rock-a-bye,
Aye, a little mutation between friends. What more could ye be asking for? There be Ray Stevens, Mama sang bass, requested the Book of Haze. Aye, some people have good taste in music. Let's go right back to the phone lines and see what we shall see.
Hello, I must request that we all hear Deteriorata. Deteriorata is what I need to hear.
You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be here. Deteriorata, Deteriorata.
Go placidly amid the noise and waste, and remember what comfort there may be in owning a piece thereof. Avoid quiet and passive persons, unless you are in need of sleep. Rotate your tires. Speak glowingly of those greater than yourself, and heed well their advice, even though they be turkeys. Know what to kiss, and when, Consider that 2 wrongs never make a right, but that 3 do. Wherever possible, put people on hold. Be comforted that in the face of all aridity and disillusionment, and despite the changing fortunes of time, there is always a big future in computer maintenance.
You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be here. Whether you can hear it or not, the universe is laughing behind your back.
Remember the Pueblo. Strive at all times to bend, fold, spindle, and mutilate. Know yourself. If you need help, call the FBI. Exercise caution in your daily affairs, especially with those persons closest to you. That lemon on your left, for instance. Be assured that a walk through the ocean of most souls would scarcely get your feet wet. Fall not in love, therefore. It will stick to your face. Gracefully surrender the things of youth, birds, clean air, tuna, Taiwan, and let not the sands of time get in your lunch. Hire people with hooks. For a good time, call 606-4311. Ask for Ken. Take heart amid the deepening gloom that your dog is finally getting enough cheese, and reflect that whatever misfortune may be your lot, it could only be worse in Milwaukee. You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be here. And whether you can hear it or not, the universe is laughing behind your back. Therefore, make peace with your God, whatever you conceive him to be, hairy thunderer or cosmic muffin. With all its hopes, dreams, promises, and urban renewal, the world continues to deteriorate. Give up.
You are a fool of the universe. You have no right to be here. Whether you can hear it or not, the universe laughing behind your back. You're a fool of the universe. You have no right to be here. Whether you can hear it or not, the universe is laughing behind. Bigfoot! A Bigfoot!
There I was walking down the street and these real fine ladies said, come have a seat. I tried to sit down in the chair and my butt just spreaded it everywhere. I got a big butt, a big butt, huh, a big butt, a big butt, huh. I like to drive my car, but my butt's too wide. My car's the one that leans to the side. I was driving down the street to the picture show. My butt hanging out the car window. My butt's real big, I don't care. I ride the bus, they charge me double fare. I got a big butt, a big butt, a big butt, a big butt. Breakdown. I work real hard down at the gym, trying to lose some inches off my big rear end. I got a big butt, a big butt, a big butt, a big butt. I tried to get out, I was doing my part. All of a sudden, I think I had to go eat a hot dog. Hey, I got the real big booty in my neighborhood. All the girls like to slap it because it feels real good. I like my big butt because it's so unique. Not everyone has a custom-made toilet seat. I got a big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt. Bobby Jimmy. Big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt, big butt, a big butt, a big butt.
That her be Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters with Big Butt. I think Babushka is starting to get primed and ready. It sounds like she may be getting over the lack of enthusiasm that she's had for the, it's not every day you prepare for the end times, and they don't seem to be showing up as advertised. If you're going to advertise an apocalypse, you deliver apocalypse. That's all there'll be to it. With that, let's go right back to the phone lines.
With all this unrest, hubbub, and disarray, upheaval with the oncoming eclipse, I think right now what we all need is just a nice, calm, soothing little ditty that will just make us all think of happier times. So, without further ado, let's all take a deep breath. And Captain, please play Nature Trail to Hell. Thank you.
Ho, ho. Ho, ho. Hee, hee. Hee, hee. Ha, ha. Strange things are happening. Strange things are happening. I once had a teacher who flunked me in history. She asked who shot Lincoln. I answered, don't blame me. Ho, ho. Ho, ho. Hee, hee. Hee, hee. Ha, ha. Strange things are happening. Strange things are happening. I gave golden earrings to someone who's sweet 16. Now I'm so embarrassed, her ears are turning green. Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Hee, hee! Hee, hee! Ha, ha! Ha, ha! Strange things are happening. Strange things. I went to the movies and witnessed the strangest scene. One kid thought of TV and tried to dial the screen. Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hee, hee! Strange things. Strange things. Since girls wear those blue jeans, my troubles just never cease. What looks like my nephew turns out to be my niece. Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Hee, hee! Hee, ha, ha! Ha, ha! Strange things are happening. Strange things. This is Rocky Buttons, and I want to tell you the strangest things happened to me.
As he say right there at the very end, that was Red Buttons, comedian from a few times back. Now, and what he be singing there be strange things are happening. Oh, let's see. 1953, if I read me own writing rightly. But we'll be cutting a commercial. We'll come back momentarily with more of your requests, and soon the witching hour shall be upon us. It'll make you wish that the apocalypse had been properly produced and conducted.
Look, Sidekick, a shop just for heroes.
No, it's a comic book shop and it's for everyone.
Not possible. See, it's even right in the name, Heroes. So that means you'll need to stay out here whilst I go shopping.
It's Heroes, your mom threw out comic shop, and it's for everyone, including sidekicks.
Hey guys, the little guy is right. It's all about the love of comics, and not whether you can fly or not. But, by the way, I do love the cape.
Gee, thanks.
So Heroes Comic Shop is located at 130 West 14th Street in Elmira Heights, New York. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. You can check us out at momthroughout.com.
Oh, look! They have Archie comics!
Heroes Comics, for every kind of hero.
Squatch Den. Oh, far out, man. Hey, man, the store is empty. Hey, man, they look closed, man.
Hey, man, they ain't closed. They're just... Hey, man, they're closed. Oh, man, what are we gonna do?
Wow, man, I was tripping for a new shirt, man.
Hey, man, and I wanted that new Lowrider album.
Oh, man, what are we gonna do?
Fear not, citizens, for Hero is here! I overheard you with my superhero hearing and proceeded with prodigious speed to help you with your perilous plight!
Oh, far out, man.
Hey, man, his underwear, it's like on the outside. What's with those socks, man?
If you are in preponderance for that purveyor of discus-style music, then you need to go where they now call home, for home is no longer where it was!
What?
The Squatch Den has moved to the Arnott Mall!
Far out,
They're
man.
next door to Ruby Tuesdays!
The where?
Here, let me!
Hey!
Well, my work here is done.
Wow, man. Oh, far out, dude. What a way to get high.
Hey, man, I think I might have lost a dingo ball back there. That red light was really close, man. Oh, wow, man. Hey, look. It's a record store.
Hey, guys, where you been?
Hey, did you know that your shop is closed?
Yeah, you closed up shop and like everything, man.
Don't worry, we're still here. We just moved to the Arnott Mall.
Really?
Yep, we just moved. The Squatch Den has vinyl records, t-shirts, CDs, DVDs, even 8-tracks. And we have our own online radio station. Be sure to check us out at squatchden.com.
Sweet.
Oh, far out, man. Is that... Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store?
Oh, man.
Squatch Den.
Just reading over some different things on We Are at Break. And one was a text from... Well, I won't say who it be from. I'm not even sure they know who they be, so they be knowing who... Well, who they... It doesn't matter. It matter not who or what they be. But they be asking for Alan Sherman's Hello Mudda, Hello Fada. It seems appropriate on a days like today.
Hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. I went hiking with Joe Spivey. He developed poison ivy. You remember Leonard Skinner? He got ptomaine poisoning last night after dinner. All the counselors hate the waiters, and the lake has alligators, and the head coach wants no sissies, so he reads to us from something called Ulysses. Now I don't want this should scare you, but my bunkmate has malaria. You remember Jeffrey Hardy? They're about to organize a searching party. Take me home, oh Mudda Fada, take me home. I hate Granada, don't leave me out in the forest where I might get eaten by a bear. Take me home, I promise I will not make noise or mess the house with other boys. Oh, please don't make me stay. I've been here one whole day. Dearest Fada, darling Mudda, how's my precious little brother? Let me come home if you miss me. I would even let Aunt Bertha hug and kiss me. Wait a minute, it stopped hailing. Guys are swimming, guys are sailing, playing baseball. Gee, that's better. Mudda Fada, kindly disregard this letter.
Yeah, so everyone's all in a hubbub about the eclipse when they're really not paying attention to a much more pertinent, ominous, and threatening disgrace, disaster of pure biblical proportions. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars!
They showed up on my doorstep just distant place. They came in UFOs shaped just like Cuban cigars. Man, oh man, you ought to hear them squeal. Now the whole wide world is the exercise wheel. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. The president, he's in a panic. The Pentagon, they're in shock. There's a team of research scientists. They got them working around the clock. Now the National Guard is out in my backyard, and the Marines will be coming around. I hope they get these lousy rodents out of my town, 'cause the property values are going way down now. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. They're back and they're looking for a snack, and they're not that fond of Burger Kings or salad bars. I hope they're not planning to stay. Who invited them here anyway? Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. Well, look at that hamster. He's as big as a blimp, and there's one the size of Central Park. They're using telephone poles to pick their teeth. They're evil and nasty, and they glow in the dark. Well, don't waste any more of your bullets, boys. You know it just makes them mad when you shoot. They're gonna stomp us into jelly and conquer the world, but you gotta admit they're really kinda cute now. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. What a racket they're making, Jack. They keep me up at night playing their electric guitars. Listen to them squeal. They think the whole stinking world is their exercise wheel. Attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars. Hey Jack, you better watch your back. Here come those hamsters from a planet near Mars. Well, it's called the attack of the radioactive hamsters from a planet near Mars.
I am reminded at this point of a fellow I used to know whose name was Henry. Only to give you an idea of what an individualist he was, he spelled it H-E-N-3-R-Y. The 3 was silent, you see. Henry was financially independent, having inherited his father's tar and feather business, and was therefore able to devote his full time to such intellectual pursuits as writing. I particularly remember a heartwarming novel of his about a young necrophiliac who finally achieved his boyhood ambition by becoming coroner. The rest of you can look it up when you get home. In addition to writing, he indulged in a good deal of philosophizing. Like so many contemporary philosophers, he especially enjoyed giving helpful advice to people who were happier than he was. And one particular bit of advice which I recall, which is the reason I bring up this whole dreary story, is something he said once before they took him away to the Massachusetts State Home for the Bewildered. He said, "Life is like a sewer. What you get out of it depends on what you put into it." It's always seemed to me that this is precisely the sort of dynamic, positive thinking that we so desperately need today in these trying times of crisis and universal brouhaha. And so with this in mind, I have here a modern, positive, dynamic, uplifting song in the tradition of the great old revival hymns. This one might more accurately be termed a survival hymn. It goes like this. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. Oh, what a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all go together when we go, all suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. Oh, we will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. Down by the old maelstrom, there'll be a storm before the calm, and we will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake, with complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. Oh, we will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. Oh, we will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas. Go directly, do not pass, go, do not collect $200. And we will all go together when we go. Every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
Aye, that's our peppery little tune. That'll be Tom Lehrer with We Will All Go Together when we go. Now, we come to that point where we best be daft, for things not be as we always think they should be. It be the witching hour be upon us, and, well, Babushka, she came in during the song, all quiet and somewhat mopey, unlike herself. But I think she'll be okay. She seems a little down and dour about things. But fear not. A couple proper spider's eggs on toast, and she'll be right as rain. Just don't be telling her it will actually be... Well, we already went into what it be. So you be quiet, and don't be telling her that. So, without further ado, we introduce the witching hour in proper splendor of the Babushka! That means you. Yes, sure. Come up to... All the time she doesn't want to come to the... Come up here. It's not as bad as you think. It could be. Okay, once again, the Babushka.
Oh, Bobby, I tell you, as apocalypses go, that was pretty underwhelming. I mean... They talk like the world's gonna blow up and everything's gonna end, and then that was over-promised and under-delivered. That's what I get for watching the news. But But maybe next time. I sings now. Is the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. And I really do. I feel perfect. That's
Aye, can't get her going, can't get her to stop. Well, I do believe we were tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.